to take his properties, including this apartment behind me. Aaron?
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man.
Hey, Money Mayweather, Floyd, don't think you gonna surprise me with that big tractor trailer with all them cars on it. I done seen your cars. I done seen them.
Floyd Mayweather is reportedly in a state of alarm after his assets were frozen following a $42 million fraud allegation. He maintains that his taxes have been fully paid, pointing the finger at a one-sided media narrative for fueling the controversy. Mayweather flatly denies the charges, insisting the entire situation has been wildly exaggerated and pushed forward by nothing more than misleading and inaccurate reporting.
Especially when it comes to the media in this country. While everyone is counting my money and assuming the worst, these are the facts. Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. What else could they possibly want? I'm sure I would have been notified much sooner if there were any real discrepancies, right? Bottom line, everybody just wants to be part of the Money May show, including the IRS. That's fine. You can crunch numbers all day, but in the end, my empire is rock solid and intact. Now calculate that. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Floyd Mayweather.
Rick Ross, the rapper and business mogul, took a clear shot at Floyd Mayweather, calling him out for no longer showing off the luxury cars he once paraded around so proudly. Ross made it a point to highlight that Mayweather's famous car collection has quietly disappeared from the spotlight, drawing attention to the noticeable change in the boxer's financial standing. The remark carried an underlying message that the flashy displays of wealth which once defined Mayweather's public image may now be a thing of the past due to his growing money troubles. And at the heart of those troubles lies a habit that has come back to bite him hard. Mayweather's obsession with luxury purchases reportedly came with tax obligations he never properly accounted for. While he continued splashing cash on high-end cars, watches, and lavish properties, the tax liabilities quietly piled up in the background. That financial blind spot has now put him in serious conflict with tax authorities, making it painfully clear that his laser focus on image and extravagance came at the cost of handling the very real financial responsibilities that come with that kind of lifestyle.
Floyd Mayweather is about to pay $2 billion to purchase a sports team and may never have to pay taxes again. The tax code offers the super wealthy so many methods to erase their income through deductions, and none is better than purchasing a sports team. Buying a sports team is like buying a unicorn real estate property. The value is always going to go up, the owner is going to make money, but on their tax return, they're going to use a strategy to report that they're losing money. See, the owner is actually allowed to write off the entire cost of the sports team against future income. This will allow Floyd to pay less in taxes. It's called amortization, which is very similar to depreciation. But if Floyd ever decides to sell the team, then the taxes will be owed. Who cares then? Because the taxes he was supposed to pay during those years, he's going to take that money, reinvest it for personal profit. See you, Floyd. Hit your boy up if you need help with taxes. My name is Duke, and I make taxes very easy to understand. Give me a follow to stay educated.
Once the news of Mayweather's financial troubles became public, he finally broke his silence and announced that he had handed over $26 million to the IRS. What seemed like an effort to put the matter to rest quickly did the opposite. It only stirred up more questions. Many wondered whether that payment was anywhere near enough, while others began speculating that the true scale of his tax debt might run far deeper than that figure suggests.
He replies to them by showing on Instagram $26 million, a payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, $26 million.
Then just pay him. Like, I don't know why, like, he's mad at the media. It's like, oh, you guys are making things up. No, it's leaked that you asked to pay after this fight. Like, you make all this money. If I was Mayweather, not only would I pay them on time, the IRS, I'd tip them. I'd be like, hey, here's what I owe you. Here's a little bit. Get your woman something nice, all right? How was Christmas for your kids? Oh, you're Jewish? Convert just for this Christmas. Here, take care.
Floyd Mayweather's financial woes have been made significantly worse by a string of heavy debts weighing him down. He reportedly owes more than $33 million to boxer Gervonta Davis and carries an additional outstanding debt in Dubai. On top of that, his recent acquisition of a $42 million asset only deepened the concerns surrounding his spending behavior. Critics have been quick to point out that continuing to make extravagant purchases while drowning in debt reflects a serious lack of financial judgment and long-term thinking.
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find this strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff, all that flash that y'all see, but y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter. But, man, hey, man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you on all these millions? But, man, stay tuned for that next video.
People close to Mayweather's business dealings have revealed that his monthly spending consistently outpaces whatever he brings in. His taste for an extravagant lifestyle, spanning luxury vehicles, private jet travel, and high-end properties, has placed a tremendous strain on his overall finances. Those on the inside say Mayweather has a well-known pattern of pushing his tax responsibilities completely out of mind while freely indulging in his wealth.
Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
He probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes.
I see what
we
you're
say
saying.
we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved
that's
up.
a fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody's paper. So
Not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, you know, he should be able to wire that.
Yeah, I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it.
Lloyd Mayweather has made some bold claims about his income, including the eye-catching assertion that he pulls in $3 million every single month, a figure he suggested surpasses even what Bill Gates makes. However, financial experts have largely brushed those statements aside, making it clear that such numbers simply do not hold up under any serious scrutiny.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, you know, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
Within the span of just 1 week, Floyd Mayweather reportedly dropped $5 million, snapping up buildings and a brand new private jet. The spending spree quickly drew serious attention, not only raising fresh doubts about the stability of his finances, but also thrusting his ongoing tax troubles back into the public spotlight. These kinds of lavish purchases, while likely intended to keep his larger-than-life image intact, have only deepened the growing concern about where his financial future is actually headed.
In 1996, a con man bought the New York Islanders with fake documents and a fax machine. This is the story of one of the craziest scams in sports history. It all starts with this guy, John Spano Jr. He ran a company called Bison Group in Dallas, Texas. They leased and financed equipment, nothing major, but he was the type of guy to make it seem like they were managing hundreds of millions of dollars. In reality, he was worth less than $5 million. But John always dreamed of being a billionaire, and his way to become one was own a sports team. So in 1995, he positioned himself as a local wealthy businessman and approached the Dallas Stars ownership group as a new potential buyer. The Stars did some basic due diligence and found out that he really didn't have as much money as he was claiming, and then they just dismissed him. So then John tries again, but this time he chooses a brand new franchise, the Florida Panthers. And he actually almost bought the Panthers. But after the owners asked for more thorough financials, the deal fell through. Which brings us to 1996 and the New York Islanders. The owner at the time, John Pickett, was desperate to move the team. He bought the team during a dynasty where they won 4 Stanley Cups in a row during the early 80s. Since then, the team was on a steep decline, losing millions a year. In the early 90s, Pickett tried to sell the team, but every time it fell through. Then out of nowhere, here comes the mysterious business tycoon, John Spano, here to save the franchise. And this time Spano came prepared with fake financial documents, phony businesses, and forged letters of credit to look legit. He said all the right things, he looked the part, and Pickett was so desperate to sell the team, he did for $165 million. And with no one really looking too deep into it, even the NHL approved him. The wild part is, he was given full control of the team without even making a payment. For 4 months, Spano acted as a legit owner, sat in on GM meetings, signed players, traded players, and even took interviews as the owner. However, the lies did catch up to him. Spano misses his first payment and he blames it on the bank. Then he misses a second payment and now everyone starts digging into his life. Turns out he didn't have any money at all. All of his bank statements were fake, and even his financial advisors were just his friends pretending. Once the truth broke, the whole deal was void. Spano was later arrested and sentenced 71 months in federal prison. Now, something like this would never happen today, but it is pretty wild that Spano owned an NHL team for 4 months with no money.
Floyd Mayweather's decision to acquire multiple properties across New York City has left a lot of people scratching their heads. Many are openly questioning why he chose to move forward with such significant real estate purchases at this point in his life, particularly given the very public financial difficulties that have been surrounding him lately.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright." In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported, the exact details and confirmation of ownership are still subject to verification. So even ChatGPT is saying, like, that's not official. Whether Mayweather is saying it or not, ChatGPT is saying it's not official. That deal has not gone through.
Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to have purchased multiple buildings across New York City. However, closer investigations have told a different story. Reports indicate that those claims may have been heavily exaggerated, with evidence suggesting that he may have only secured partial stakes in certain properties rather than holding full outright ownership of them.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple...
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and 100
true.
and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably
so
62
think about
buildings.
it.
Yeah.
If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Right.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of those.
That's what I'm saying.
This habit of overstating his achievements has only added to the rising skepticism people have toward his business dealings. Adding to the spectacle, Floyd Mayweather was spotted traveling through Mexico inside an armored tank, a move that instantly grabbed widespread attention. The over-the-top display did little to help his image, and for many it only reinforced the perception of Mayweather as someone far more interested in putting on a show than actually building something of real substance.
Viva Mexico! See you now. See?
Floyd Mayweather has long been recognized for his jaw-dropping collection of high-end vehicles, and a quick scroll through his social media makes that crystal clear. From exotic cars to private jets, virtually every aspect of Mayweather's lifestyle revolves around putting his wealth on full display for the world to see.
When you're the best, you only deal with the best. So today, I purchased 3 vehicles. Give them the breakdown, Chadwick. Give them the
2025 Cadillac Escalade V ESV. This is the supercharged motor version. But the best car you purchased is...
And what about this? I bought this today.
Brand new 2025 matte blue G63 AMG.
And let's walk down here. Check this out. Come. My new toy. Give me the breakdown.
This is a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is the most rare of all the Chirons ever produced. One of 60. This is a one-of-one spec. All of the whole body is carbon fiber exposed in blue. When it's been painted, you can see there's blue exposed carbon as you
Beyond the cars and jets, Floyd Mayweather's passion for luxury timepieces stands as yet another reflection of his obsession with showcasing his fortune. He regularly floods his social media with glimpses of his jaw-dropping watch collection, continuously painting the picture of a man who has built his entire identity around a life of pure extravagance.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases. And they're all full with watches. So when I travel, I like to take, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is Avi & Co. As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, Avi & Co. As you can see, Avi & Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side. Now, we want to give the people an appetizer or something light. So we give you 2 appetizers, then we give you a main course. Just a few watches that I got while I travel. So check this out. We're going to go here first. And of course, the company is Avi & Co. Crazy company. Now, I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come to you guys a breakdown.
Floyd Mayweather's approach to business has repeatedly drawn criticism for appearing to place profit above all else. His willingness to dive into ventures without much regard for their ethical standing has raised serious questions about his financial integrity. These controversial decisions have only added to the growing doubts surrounding his ability to manage and sustain wealth over the long run. Critics frequently argue that Mayweather's relentless need to showcase his riches does more harm than good, that rather than signaling success, it has become a financial liability. By constantly putting his lavish lifestyle on display, he continues to reinforce the notion that wealth is not something he has built, but rather the sole thing that defines him.
Yeah. I think it was like a $5 or $8 million 5-fight deal or something like that. You have to check the numbers, but he turned that down to start his own promotion. And when he was with HBO, he worked out that deal to do the 24/7 where you can see the behind the scenes. That was right around the time when reality TV was getting big. So you didn't have social media then. People began to build and know Floyd off of the 24/7. I can tell you right now, my wife even became a boxing fan from watching the 24/7s. So the timing of him becoming his own boss, which you're gonna make the majority.
Floyd Mayweather's past is no stranger to legal entanglements, many of which trace back to financial complications. He has previously served time behind bars, and his relationship with the legal system has never been a straightforward one. Despite accumulating enormous wealth, Mayweather himself has openly acknowledged that his fame and fortune have frequently come at the expense of his personal freedom. His financial track record has also been clouded by repeated accusations of dishonest dealings and questionable business conduct. One widely discussed incident involved allegations of failing to properly pay taxes on his earnings. Another controversy saw Mayweather reportedly detained in Dubai over unpaid debts linked to extravagant jewelry purchases.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Public perception of Mayweather's financial conduct continues to be shaped by a long trail of questionable past actions. Despite repeatedly positioning himself as a sharp and successful businessman, a large portion of the public sees him differently, as someone who chases short-term gains while ignoring long-term stability. His financial dealings, particularly those involving close friends, business partners, and fans, point more toward a carefully maintained illusion of wealth than any genuinely solid financial strategy. And as fresh controversies and legal battles continue to surface, it is becoming increasingly clear that Mayweather's carefully crafted image as a financial powerhouse may be slowly crumbling in the eyes of the public.
50, aka Ferrari F50. So 50's obviously going to take any chance that he can to troll Floyd Mayweather, and I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts just because, you know, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way if it's removed, you know, it's like, hey, you know, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that has allowed him to get in some digs of his own.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.
That's all we have for today's video on Punching Era. Stay tuned for what's coming next. You won't want to miss it.